Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zipporah the Lux Angel, and today I am back with another tarot card reading. Please remember that these readings are timeless, general, and for entertainment purposes only. That means only listen to what directly applies to your personal situation, leave the rest for someone else. And by all means, please contact licensed professionals and or the proper authorities regarding any mental, medical, legal, or financial emergencies and or crises. That being said, let us begin. First things first, the handbag of the day is my beautiful Louis Vuitton Alma BB, and she will serve as the vision board inspiration for all you wonderful manifestors out there. If you'd like to see me styling my luxury collection, you can check out a series I created here on YouTube called Battle of the Bags, and or the collection of shorts I created here on YouTube as well. All right, let us begin. Okay, the deck we are going to use for this reading, let's see. We're going to go with The Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sturrell. And I am going to shuffle. So if you don't want to stay through all of the shuffling, I will have the timestamp listed in the description box for you below. Let us begin. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy messages. Thank you, Spirit. Collective energy messages. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do we have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. And we'll do one more. And we'll just do one more. All right, let us begin. What collective messages have we? We're starting with a 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Now, this doesn't have to be bad, especially where it's falling. It's like you're ending something, you're realizing something, you're stopping something. Let's keep going. And breaking up. Jesus, that almost scared me flipping out of the deck like that. 10 of Swords, then the Devil card. What? Hold the phone. You may be realizing you got a devil in your life and you got to end it. What the fudge is happening here? 10 of Swords and the Devil. Maybe you're realizing you have to stop some toxic habits. That could be it. Maybe you need to stop spending so much. Okay, maybe you need to stop working so much. Or maybe you need to stop scrolling so much. Or something. Okay, what the fudge? We have a King of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, mind on my money, money on my mind. Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, you could have went through some type of painful ending, and so now you're obsessed with, like, making your own money. Okay? And obsessed is the right word. Obsessed is the right word. Oh! There also might be fears associated with this, and so that's why you're obsessed, because you're like, am I going to be able to make it? We have the High Priestess. King of Pentacles and a High Priestess. Lord goodness. You could have been financially betrayed, and there's all kinds of things that can happen. Let me get some more cards out here. We have a King of Swords. Did somebody end it with you, or did you end it with them? You may have literally ended a relationship because you wanted to get back on your money. Like, Ooh, let me just keep going. We have a 3 of Cups. Yeah, you're like, I need to stop the partying. I need to stop the... Oh my goodness. This is very interesting energy. Like maybe you were procrastinating or something and you're like, I need to get on it. And so you're like, hey guys, I can't party when I'm at the job anymore. I really got to focus. I really got to study. I really got to work. We have the Ace of Wands. New fire lit under you. I would like to get further into this King of Pentacles though. And like, what are we doing here? Yeah, you could just be like, I need to stop partying so much. We have the Hierophant. This High Priestess Hierophant energy over here is very interesting. Who are these people? Because they just, it feels so innocuous right here. If that's even the correct word, child boo. Yeah, this is you trying to be more devoted to your work. Like it's a lot of, I need to, you know, pull up my big boy or girl drawers and get to work. I can't be partying like this anymore. We have a Knight of Cups. Some of you could be neglecting relationships though, because you're so focused. Like I said, remember, like you could be ending it with somebody because you need to work. But I don't know if Spirit wants you to go that ham. Like you might be harshly judging yourself, like seeing yourself in a light where I really gotta, you know, clean it up, get it together. Whereas Spirit is saying, okay, but let's not go overboard, still balance. Because there's a balance that needs to be struck here. Let me see here. Yeah, some of y'all damn sure did end something with someone because you want to focus on work. And I'm not necessarily seeing where that's the move. Or I'm not saying it's not the move. I'm not going to say it's not the move. But I want to say that it may be a little overkill. Overkill going ham with this 10 of Swords devil. Okay, we have the Strength card. Spirit is saying it's not necessarily the relationships that are holding you back. It could be just what you're doing in your relationships, like perhaps drinking. You know what I mean? Like, can you engage with your friends without that? Because the hangover might be the thing that's keeping you from having the energy to make the money. You know, not necessarily the friends or the relationships. So this is why it's like, don't throw the baby out with the bath water type energy. It's like you can let go of all the toxic habits. That's great. But in this reading, I'm not so sure that you needing to let go of relationships is the thing though. But we do have a 3 of Swords. Oh, you must have broke somebody's heart though. You broke somebody's heart. You broke somebody's heart. You broke somebody's heart. I'm sorry. Because I can feel it in my heart chakra. Like, oh my gosh. Like at first I was just saying it. But then I'm like, oh, feeling it. Like, you broke someone's heart. You did. This King of Pentacles energy wanted to start some type of new beginning with you. And you broke their heart in some way. Jesus. Let me get this last card out here real quick. I just feel the little heart chakra shattering type deal. And this is why I'm saying Spirit is saying it is not necessary to kick somebody out of your life so that you can move forward. You know, we have Judgment. You know what I'm getting with this? This might be like some sort of I'm not, you know, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but this might be some type of trauma response defense mechanism thing, where if you are getting to a place where you are feeling intimate or close with someone, you get triggered from some past event. Remember I said you could have been betrayed in the past, like, and then you shut it down and shut down, and then you use work as an excuse. And you may even feel like you're legitimately, you know, needing to focus on work, but really psychologically it's just a defense mechanism. It's like your safety net when you're getting too close to somebody. Oh, you know what, I gotta work, I gotta focus. No, I really can't be, you know, engaged in all of this. A defense mechanism for sure. Trying to protect your heart, because I don't know what happened in the past with this Ten of Swords devil, but it's like you're fearing, you haven't healed that. Clearly you haven't healed that, because this other person wanted to be like stable, maybe even committed and loyal, like be a good person to you. And you're running away. You're running away. And I see, yeah, you need to heal this past trauma. You need to finally deal with it, because you might be becoming aware of this within yourself. Like this might be a pattern, like, oh, I'm doing it again. The uncomfortable feelings, like instead of ending it with somebody who you really, I'm seeing y'all having a good time and there being good energy there, but you get uncomfortable because your heart's not necessarily healed from that past situation. And it's like, instead of when that hurt gets triggered, instead of ending things, that's when you go to the therapist and say, I'm feeling this anxiety, I'm feeling this, like, I just don't want to focus on this right now. You will know if all you can say is, I don't want to focus on this right now. I don't want to focus on this right now. Well, why? And your go-to excuse would be, I'm just too busy. I got all this work. I got all this work. But that's like a conditioned pattern, safe response. Because who's going to argue with you? Who can argue with you that you need to work? And everybody does need to work. They have their careers and all that kind of stuff. So who's going to argue? And that's why it's the safest excuse and the safest place for you to go. I gotta work, I got too much, I just can't do this. When really it's because your heart is opening and it is a painful fear trigger for your heart to open. And so it's like, you need to deal with this once and for all. Talk to somebody about it. That's why the Hierophant card is here. That's why the High Priestess is here. You need to talk to someone in the healing professions, or someone who is very knowledgeable about this, a licensed professional, like I always say at the beginning of my readings, and be like, I notice this pattern. What can I do? And then, yes, y'all may have to drudge up whatever the hell did happen to you and find ways of coping that don't include destroying good things in your life, because that's what ends up happening. Because I'm seeing this person being a very upstanding person here, genuinely trying to spark a connection, and you sabotaging it. And when you're unhealed, because you're not stopping engaging with people. Okay, we have a Devil and a Three of Cups here, and the Strength card, and an Ace of Wands. So you're not stopping engaging sexually or romantically with people, but what you're doing is you're hurting people inadvertently. So you're out here damaged and causing more damage to other people rather than healing what you know needs work. Okay, there's a High Priestess here in the 4th house. You know it needs work. And you know that you're doing this. You know, you don't, you totally know, because we have a King of Swords in this 5th house. So your romantic interests, you have very much clarity on why you give them the axe. And you know it is because it hurts your heart to expand. Because of whatever, it doesn't even matter why. That's just what's happening. And, you know, you don't need to live for another person and be like, well, I don't want them to be hurt, so I need to be with them. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is people do need people. And clearly you need people because you keep reaching out to engage with somebody, but then you're hurting them, okay, by backing away and running instead of dealing with this hurt. So if you're going to be out there on the market, you need to be honest. At the very least, I've been hurt really badly. And so I just need this to stay light. Instead of lying to them and running away to work and making it feel like they're not worth your time because you're just so busy, because everybody can see through that. This person can see through it. Be honest and open up and say, look, like, I really like you, but, you know, I went through it, and like, I'm going to need patience and time. You need to at least be very honest so that this person knows. I mean, they can sense it. They might have the intuition about it, but it's still painful when you're basically acting like they're like a back burner last thought, when they're really trying to be there for you as a stable type, loyal type person. Counterparts. This is not the one you want to run off. And this is why this is coming out now. And this is why the 9th house of higher learning is the Knight of Pentacles. You need to pursue healing. I mean, not the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. You need to pursue healing. You need to pursue healing, and you need to, and this is why this romance even came into your life, so that you can see this, because you now see this as a pattern because of this one right here. Because you felt the connection, you felt the spark, but it's like you just like went dead, went cold. And like, this is you like feeling the spark, and then like, no, I gotta scroll on my phone, I gotta do something else, no, I'm too busy, I gotta work, no. But we have a King and a Queen of Swords. That's counterparts. This is not the one that you want to run off. It's not. Because what ends up happening, you run off good people. Like, the universe don't want people out here getting their heart broken because you ain't doing the work. And so you're not going to get somebody high level again until you fix this. Better to fix this than to... But like I said, at the very least, be honest with this person and stop lying about work, because it's just painful. It's just painful. It makes this person feel like devalued. Like, they know that you actually like them and care about them, but it's just like, it hurts to be basically rejected. Like, no, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. To form a connection with someone and then just to reject them and then blame it on all kinds of things that at the end of the day, y'all both know aren't true. There ain't that much work in the fucking world. Let me see here. Yeah. It's like this person is trying to spark a new energy, you know, with you, a connection, and you're like hiding behind text messages, unanswered calls, and making it like you're too busy, but really you need to pursue healing. All these blockages, 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords. And I'm seeing where this person, they really care about you and that they would be patient with you. But right now, you're just breaking their heart. And you need to work on this and heal this. Let me get some oracle cards with this. Ooh, which ones should we get with this? I'm going to go in with the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. It's almost like because of this heartbreak, you can only engage with someone on a very superficial level. Like just drinking and having fun. Or just having fun in general. Even if there's no drinking involved, you might not drink. But like keeping it very surface level. Even though you feel something else. And y'all both feel something else. But that's triggering. And this person wants to go deeper. Because they feel it too. And like I said, honesty at the very least. And also the work. You must pursue the healing. Even if that means reading the books on how to heal from painful things. But I really see that it would be very beneficial for you to talk to a real licensed professional about this one. Before you do any more damage to this very good person, and before you miss your chance at probably the last good person Spirit is going to send you for real until you fix this, because nobody deserves to be treated like that. Even if you're not intending for that to happen, nobody deserves to be treated like that. And then this would end up being the one that got away. And then you'd be effed up for a long time. For not the rest of your life. Because I don't know how old you are, but like the work needs to be done. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yes, we know you felt it. And you see how even in this card here, it's like he's trying to show her something. She feels all timid to touch it. That's the spark that's trying to happen. Right? But it's like, but also him showing that, that's the symbolic of what you need to do, which is open up. Like I said, at least be honest with this person. So they don't just feel like slighted, like you're just playing them, because you come in, have some intercourse with them. It's really good. Y'all are really vibing. And then it's like, you know what I mean? That's terrible energy. That would break somebody's heart. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. What are you going to do? This is why the Judgment card is here. It's time to answer the call. Because what will come up after this, when you don't answer the call, the only thing that will come up is a string of bad, especially because you want to connect with someone. Okay, that's why we have the chemistry card here, the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You want a connection, but you keep doing this. So you need to decide what you need to get this fixed so that you can have it, because what you're going to end up doing is still trying to find a connection, and it will never be good again. Nobody deserves to be treated like this, except somebody else is going to treat you like this. Man, be 10 of Swords, Devil all the time. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing. So we do have that Devil card and the Hierophant card. And spiritual path. And there's a psychologist by the name of Boyd. B-O-Y-D. And I remember reading this one time, and it was like they listed like 4 horrible, really bad traumas that people can go through. And fundamentalism was on that list. And I was shooketh because I'm like, yes. Like, I was raised fundamentalist. And I mean, I'm sure there's good about it. Like, I read the Bible back to front, got my strong faith. But like, there were things in there that if I didn't get help for that, if I didn't work past that, it would have destroyed my psyche. And so that's something that could be, you know, is saying that right here. Also, what I get with religious factors, also religion, that's something you do all the time. That's like a faith, a practice, just like with this Hierophant card. So it's also symbolizing this, that this is like a pattern for you that you need to break. Also, upbringing as well. Like, What did you get taught by your parents about romance and connection? These type of things. It may be a conflict there as well. Like, even if nobody else broke your heart, what you saw happen with your parents, saw happen with others, if you never got, you know, if your parents were not very necessarily loving and they only focused on the money, that could be where you learned this habit. Okay, and we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Exactly. You lose this person. This is a judgment call. This is a time of judgment. I'm sorry, this is like your last chance. It is. And I hate to say that because it just sounds so final, but this is where that's what the judgment card represents. You need to wake up and answer the call. And this is a good person. This is a counterpart for you. This is why y'all have such a strong chemistry. Are you going to get the strength to overcome this? Okay? Clearly decide what you want. Are you going to get the strength to overcome this? For your sake, I really hope so. Because all it really takes is honesty and opening up to this person and then doing the work, like I said. When you recognize that you're pulling away, overcome that habit. Neuroplasticity, look it up. When you make different decisions and continue to make different decisions, you open up those neural pathways in your brain that help you to overcome the old pattern. Like, okay, with this devil card here, that's an old pattern, an old cycle that's got a stronghold. And moving past that, it's almost like when you're exercising and it gets painful, like when you're working a muscle, but it's like you still got to get through it. Or when you're rehabbing muscles, it might be painful, but you still got to get through it. It's like you got to move through the pain and do it anyway. And that's how it's changed. Instead of falling back on the habit and succumbing to the temptation, devil card, to push this person away and blame it on work. Instead, open up your heart, be honest, and stop lying and saying you got to work when you know that you do not, because this person can tell with this high priestess card, and they will end up leaving because you're coming off as a devil 10 of swords, like a bad person. You're coming off as like a hit it and quit it, like I only want sex from you, because you're engaging with this person all sexually and having these great connections and then giving them the Heisman. Like, and nobody deserves that, whether it's because of a past trauma or not. So I highly recommend answering the call. And then we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and that's where that healing comes in. That's loving yourself. We have soulmate, like I said, counterparts. Yes, this is your soulmate. We have it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yes. And then we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Yeah, it's time to finally heal this, whatever it is. It's time to finally heal it, because this is the one. This is the one that you would, this is the one that's worth healing for. This is the one that's worth pushing through that pain for. They're a very good person. And it will be a beautiful union. Answer the call. So that is the message that I have for you. It really doesn't get any clearer than that. I'm not going to beat the dead horse. You know if this is your reading, and take it where it resonates, because this could be you or the other person. I mean, if you're a cross watcher type, you know, then this would be what's going on with your person. Like, you might be like, I know that they're not this damn busy, and why do they do this? Like, I feel this connection and this deep bond, and then they just ignore me for days, or, you know, only call me when they want sexual intercourse or whatever, and I just feel used and blah, blah, blah. This is what's happening to this person. And love yourself first is right down there. So it's like, eventually it's going to come to the head, because you can't continue to go through that. All right. Yeah. So, you know, prayers to this situation. I'm sending you all the positive energy, hoping that you all can figure this out, you know. And, you know, this is past, present, or future. So hopefully this will be in your past and y'all can move forward. Because I don't see the chemistry stopping when this is a soulmate. And you might feel like, why am I drawn to this person when they keep doing this to me? And it is because they just need healing. It's not because they don't care about you or anything like that. But only they can go get healing. And so you'll have to decide, you know. And I see that the other person was patient. So you are patient and things like that. But protect yourself too, as in like, you can be honest with this person. You know, this is how this makes me feel when you do this. And actually, I know that, you know, you're pulling away from me for this reason or that reason. And I highly suggest that you get some therapy for that, or at least be honest so we can stop this cat and mouse game where you act like you're busy, but I know that you're really not. You know, honesty on both your parts, and prayers to the situation. And I hope that it definitely works out for you all, because I see that you all would be good for each other when this person heals. All right. So that is the message that I have for you all. I hope that you got something very beneficial from it. And I thank you for stopping by this reading. Please remember to like, share with someone who cares, save it to a playlist for future reference, and by all means, subscribe for more wonderful readings and luxurious eye candy such as this. And until next time, have a gorgeous day. Bye.